I'm really excited to talk about this film. Yes, it is the movie that I've been waiting for since I saw the last movie. Of course, I'm talking about the second Hobbit movie. I loved Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey last year, and I put it in my top 20 of 2012. And now we have the second film, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Yeah, this is, everybody comes back that survived the last film. Of course, we do get some new characters. I don't know how true this is to the actual novel, but of course, Peter Jackson took this short novel, this great classic novel, and turned it into 3 movies. So I think he's combined a lot of more mythology that came from J.R.R. Tolkien. So I understand that, and of course it's fun to capitalize on us wonderful, amazing fans that love this series, love Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings, and so I was very excited, and I'm willing to give over my $12.50 or how much tickets are now, $14 a ticket. Oh my gosh, to see the second movie. Yeah, this movie just takes right out. It takes place pretty much right after the first film. We're back with the dwarves. We're back with the Hobbit himself, Martin Freeman, and we got Gandalf with us as well as we travel on to get to the mountain and get to the kingdom under the mountain and hopefully get to that awesome scene, because in the trailer we got to see a little bit of the dragon, Smaug himself, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, and there's a lot of other people in this film. We got Lee Pace, Evangeline Lilly, Luke Evans, and of course Legolas himself. Well, it's a prequel, so I don't know. I don't know how it all works. I don't even know. I've never even read The Hobbit. So I don't know if even Legolas makes an appearance in the film. I don't think he does, but maybe he does. I don't know. But he's in this film. He has a major part in this movie, and there's just a lot going on in this film. I went to the IMAX 3D version of this film, and I will tell you right now, the 3D in this film is incredible. The special effects are amazing, especially when we finally get to Smaug and we get to see that dragon all over the screen. And there's lots of it, and I don't want to give away anything what happens, but of course if you've read the book you kind of have an idea what's going to happen. But if you don't really know, like myself, I saw the cartoon. I own the cartoon on DVD, and I kind of have an idea what happens to Smaug. But he's going to elaborate on this. Is almost a 3-hour film. Peter Jackson, this is another almost 3-hour film. I think it's a few minutes shorter than the last film. So there's just tons and tons of information that is thrown at us over the course of 2.5 hours plus credits. And after a while, I was feeling the length. Now, one of my major problems about the first movie, even though I absolutely love the first movie, even with all its problems, was the length. I could feel the length. I could feel 40 minutes really dragging on, not at the same time, but throughout the film, and I felt like it could have been tightened up. I haven't seen the extended cut, which is now 3 hours long, and I'm surprised, I would be surprised, I should say, if I actually saw the extended cut tonight of The Desolation of Smaug, because the movie just feels really long, and it drags a lot. It's a minor complaint that I have, because there's a lot of stuff that I like in here. I love the dwarves. I love the journey they go on to when they get with the elves. They go through the barrels. They get to the river town. I don't know what the river town's called. There's some other stuff that goes on with the spiders, which was, oh my gosh, gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful special effects. I love the production value in this film. I love the actors that are in this film: Martin Freeman, Ian McKellen, Richard Armitage. Even the new people do offer some in the film, though I don't see I don't know if we really needed Legolas in the movie. I think it's nice to see him again. It's nice to see Orlando Bloom playing that iconic character that we love so much from Lord of the Rings. But I don't know if he really needed to be in the movie. It's a nice nod to the trilogy that we love so much from the early 2000s. I just don't know how important it was. There's a lot of characters that I didn't feel were too important for a movie. Maybe in the book it's important to know all these characters and take the time to read about them. There's just a lot going on, and at times I felt a little overwhelmed. I felt a little bogged down watching this movie. I mean, it's a beautiful, gorgeous looking film. It's directed well. The special effects, the music by Howard Shore is just, I'm buying the soundtrack as soon as I have the money. The look and the feel, and it's just great to be back in Middle Earth. I love that whole journey that we get to take with this whole universe that has been created. And I get the feeling that Peter Jackson really just loves this material. And maybe he loves it just a little too much to just bog it down with so much happening. I mean, near the end, there is so much going on with all the characters that it was hard to remember everybody. I don't remember any of their names. The new characters that were coming in, they did fine work. They're not annoying. There's nothing that's offensive in this movie. It's just it's a long film, and even though it's shorter than the last movie, I could just feel the length in this film even more, and that's probably my major complaint. Also, I wasn't as emotionally connected to this film as I was with the Unexpected Journey. I was more connected to that film emotionally. That movie got to me a lot. But this film, there's just a lot going on, and it is a middle film, and it does lead up. I'm not going to say anything, but I did like the ending to this film. I like the whole last 30 minutes of this movie. It's incredible filmmaking, and it's definitely worth seeing. I know whether I like this movie or not, I know people are going to go see it anyways, and I do recommend this film. I think this movie is a great movie. It's not a perfect film, but of course, this movie is not just one movie. This is actually just part 2 of a 3-part story. And so in the long run, I would like to judge this movie on a whole, and hopefully I'd like to also see people who are really good at analyzing films to see this movie on a whole when it's finally finished and analyze the whole thing, all the bad things, all the good things, all the great things about it. But in the end, I did enjoy this movie, not as much as The Unexpected Journey, but I did enjoy it a lot, and I was glad I saw it in the IMAX format. I was glad I saw it in 3D. I don't know if it's really needed to be seen in 3D. Next time I see it, I'll probably just go see it in a regular 2D. But overall, Peter Jackson, congratulations on another great series of films. I'm looking forward, even though it's a year from now, I'm looking forward to the final Hobbit movie, and I'm going to be sad when it's all over. So in the end, I'm going to give The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, 3.5 stars out of 4. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter, and I'm on Facebook. Please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. If you enjoy this review, please click right there and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I look forward to, there's so many awesome movies that are coming out. The Golden Globe nominations were just announced, and so there's a lot of movies that I haven't seen yet that I'm looking forward to watching and reviewing very, very soon. Thanks so much for watching again, and have a great day. Peace on Earth.